Previously in Quartet, the party learned that Dula and Coombs kidnapped Octavia and Conover in order to lure Cordelia out. Thanks to Zikaron's illusions, Cordelia managed to bring the entire party to the fight, which took place on top of a train. Juna's character quests ended rather anticlimactically because her old herd kept moving to a new location. Similarly, in Ben's character quest, he learned Cassandra was still alive but could not meet her due to her amnesia. Okay, I actually want to do Zikaron's quest because I'm about to hit the level cap, and it's really important I get the accessory from this quest. That's a tiny opening to land. Barbarian Forest. Yes, that's where I want to be for Zikaron's quest. This is the place. Not sure if anyone's home. Man, this place is a hole, and I've lived in some literal holes. Don't move, Ozlander. We've got you surrounded on every side, and there are magic traps you can't see. Why did we come here again? I believe they are exaggerating the sophistication of their traps. Is that Proc? Do you exist only to annoy me? What should we do, Chief? Quen K. Huh? Quenke, don't hurt him. This is the man I was telling you about. Him, Nikolai Proc, are you sure? Auslanders all look the same. Quenke, you never believe me. I recognize his voice, and he has the memory golem with him. We saw him running away from Stral. It wasn't really running away. Wait, you're from the camp? Lemon, he can help me and Tati. He won't bar anyone. Bah. Fine. You can follow Simon to his father's quarters, but nowhere else. The chief is a total pushover for kids, always has been. Can't go this way. Wait, Ozlander. You think I already looted this cave, huh? Tati. Yes, Simon? It's him, the man I told you about. He tried to let our neighbors go in Stral. This man. Koinke didn't believe me either. No, I believe you. He even managed to muster up a few good deeds in that prison camp. And if there's more than one righteous Auslander in this world, I'll eat my own glasses. Well, there was one other one, but he died. You are the boy's father. Ever since Auslan murdered his birth family, it's only right that a Yina child should have a father from his own people. Zikaron asked us to come here in his own way. Any idea what that's about? Tati, what if it's my grandparents who spoke through the memory golem? They went to the temple to commit their memories to him before the Auslanders came. And all the old people knew what was going to happen. My parents, the ones I used to have, they didn't believe it. Perhaps. Yes, there's centuries of memory inside him. Maybe millennia. I can see the encoding spells. We could bring him back here when we're done with him. And risk losing our heritage on your little quest. I don't think so. I think we can both benefit from a little limited cooperation. Alright. To preserve our culture, memory golems were built to link, hide, and even fight back. Yeah, he's pretty good at that. But he doesn't have the kinds of armor and weapons described in the histories, however. If you want those, and trust me, you do, then you should help me find the shrine I'm looking for. Really, you should do it to prove that your people are more than a murderous horde who disguise themselves with clogs and stockings. You need to work on your sales pitch. Who else can help us like you? You have one of those Oslan flying ships. What exactly would this task entail? There's a major Yina Shrine, lost for more than 150 years, but because it was lost, it was almost certainly still intact. And we need to find it. You don't have even a fraction of the education necessary to find it. Your job will be simply to find the text that will allow me to find it. First, we need the Yina Holy Scriptures. The spell that hides the shrine will be linked to the exact wording of the certain chapters and verses. Oslan and Luskiyan have made a point of burning all the copies they could find, even my copy, so you'll have to be resourceful. What about the temple in Stral? It should still have a bunch of copies. A fine idea, Lemel. But since the Luskiyans have taken over the sea, you'll still need to be as resourceful as ever, Oslander. Luskiyans? So I guess... evade tome. Wait, didn't we already take that last time? Weird. Many strive to light the way with heroic example, but to teach us to cast hundreds of motes into that void and watch it light up as the night sky. Professor Winterian. Don't worry, if Tati really didn't like you, he wouldn't even talk to you. Number of books I still need. What a sorry state. I guess we're not entering. Unless you have a Luskiyan passport, you may not enter its sovereign territory. There's another way in, through an underground river. The entrance should be southwest of the city. Stral outskirts. The Luskiyans are finally letting us out of our homes. We were afraid the grain would rot or be overgrown with weeds. Don't worry about this guy, he's here for bribes, not to make trouble. Get lost. This is how we escape from Stral. It should go right to the temple. A little weird that they didn't add any security patrols. Oh, perhaps we should try a simple reveal spell. I would not call it robust, but there is something here. Is it flickering in and out, or is that just an illusion? No, it appears to be a genuine defect. Wards in our sustained magic require an energy source. Perhaps the energy source for this one is being overtaxed. So we have to time our runs. Well, don't step in it when it's active, or they'll upgrade our security real quick. Can I save between each one? I guess I can. Yeah, as long as I save, I should have a chance. Wait, there's new items here. The heck? X potion. Oh. Now they're all switched off. This must have been the ward's spell conduit. Now we just have to take a leap of faith and not waste any movement, huh? Oh, hello, you're not from around here. But don't worry, nobody here will tell Luskiyans anything. The Luskiyans still haven't fixed the pipes, so we have to come here for water. I'm gonna catch a fish for dinner. Be careful that you're not carrying water downstream from where most people are bathing, or worse. We have to boil water from the stream to make it safe. Thankfully, there's plenty of destroyed buildings to use for firewood. I'm just hanging out from the work gang. There's nothing in it for me, carrying Luskiyan munitions around. Okay, more of these. Wait, there's still enemies here. Oh, these guys look way stronger than before. Good thing I leveled grinded a lot. Found feather. Gotcha. Wait. There's still a spot over there. Do I have to go? I probably have to travel upwards to find something. This one's not going out. We'll have to find our way. Okay, for the train tracks. Okay. Money. I'm gonna use that to buy plenty of stat boosting items. Alright, this book? It would help a lot if you just gave me any kind of answer. May I? You can read this? If only. This is a commentary. I cannot read a text, but you can see how opposite pages are in different languages, with a numbering system to match them. This must be the holy text. We shall give this one to the mage. And this one we shall preserve in the university library. Let's get out of here. Okay, they automatically take me out. Is this the right book? It is indeed. Now you can start memorizing the commandments. Tati. We've all had to do it to become a man. You're no exception. Meanwhile, we have 2 more books to find. The next book should contain the actual structure of the spell that we're trying to unravel. Yina magical texts were targeted for destruction even more than our holy book. It's been more than a century since you could find a store of them. I suspect that some of them may be located in the old library where the chief fought you. The archives, there's a lot of books in there. I hope nobody set up additional traps in there. Indeed, I shall accompany you personally to identify it. You'd have no hope of doing so yourselves. Are you actually gonna be a party member? Do I get to stay with Kay? Much to my chagrin, he spoils you. Hopefully we'll return quickly and I'll find you at your studies. Let's go on with this before his uncle raids an outpost to get him some bonbons. Yeah, I don't think he's a party member, even though he is supposed to be a pretty strong mage. Huh? What's going on here? Do we have to fight you again? We're coming to loot the... to salvage any remaining treasure in the archives. An airship should be good for business. You won't be able to take the ship from us. Yeah, I don't want to own it. Too much extra work. I want you to own it, and me to profit from it. Bro, we're in the middle of your second command side quest. Great. So we're all coming along? Who knew that books could be valuable? This is so exciting, Tati, and not the scary kind of exciting either. Don't look at me, Oslander. Go find your book. DREYFUSS drew me a picture of what it should look like, but... He chanted this compass. It's definitely pointing to something. The chief couldn't believe the prices people would pay for some of these books. Spider? Can we just take this thing? It's magic, right? They're still faster. They're faster than me. I'll get an upgrade. They're not dealing that much damage either. I don't think they did get an upgrade. But they still have a speed advantage for whatever reason. You can just kill them with normal attacks. That's how weak they are at this point in the game. So we want the ones that have gold leaf, but not because of the gold. Most of this stuff turns to dust when you touch it. What about this one? It's intact, right? Here it is. I don't see anything. Of course you don't. Oh, a new passage. Come along. Something's no good past here. What? Wait, we've seen that creature before. Was it weak to slash type damage? Huh. Some sort of creature has taken up residence in the secret room. You must defeat it. There's some reason you can't. How about this? For every monster you slay on this quest, I forgive Oslan for 100 murders. It would still take you a dozen lifetimes to atone for all of them, but it's a good start. At this point, I'm not sure. DREYFUSS would probably not be that much stronger than us anyways, huh? Okay. Pierce, bleed you out. Stunning gaze. I don't think you had that before. Strength down. Enervate. So, Liganti, 25k. Resist Earth, Fire, Water. What? Impervious to magic. Okay. Cordelia does have something she can do here. Buff the shit out of everyone. Heavy artillery, since magic is not good here anyways. Counter radiance. Holy moly, that's not good. Hush. We're immune to silencing, so that was a waste of a turn for you. Oh no, another counter. Second heavy artillery. Okay. Mega elixir. This shelf looks promising. What's this place anyway? A secret room. For centuries, my people were confined to small ghettos of various kinds. Even before Earl took over, the Yina were persecuted by a lot of different groups, huh? To circumvent this, we created magic spells that expanded the interior dimensions of a room without increasing its exterior footprint. Fascinating, so the stories were true. Of course they're true. A Yina scholar never exaggerates, except when he's complaining about food or his health. Here we are. Oh, there's quite a bit in here I didn't already know. Excellent. We're finished here. Luck Tome. Evade Tome. Most of the text is in Yiddish, so some words of Rianese appear. Appears to be a translation in progress. Transcription of the Diary of an Explorer. There used to be a book in the ancient library, but Leo and I finally did it. We took the book and they'll never get back. Huh? The last book we need probably doesn't exist outside of the shrine. Ergo, we need to find something to substitute for it. The rebel spell hides the shrine. We need to know the family name of the pastors who served in it. A Yina genealogy would be ideal, but the Auslanders and Luskiyans burned all of those too. What about Moore's Yina ethnography? And that is... Captain Wesley Moore served as an officer in the war against Corson, but he was a linguist and historian by profession. In his travels, he interviewed the leaders of Yina communities across the continent. Probably so he could have them wiped out later. But if such a text exists, it might serve our purposes. Copies are few and antique, but there must be one at the university in Leornia. Okay, so now we gotta teleport to another world. Strange I can land the train tracks without any penalty. You think the train would just ram right into my airship and take away my only means of reaching the final boss? No, we've all had a little adversity. See if I don't take it better, though. Seems there's new doors available, too. There are no locks visible, but the book refuses to open. Returning it, you get the sense that it does not want to be left. Look at those chickens, a novice's guide to poultry identification. I want to know what spell it was, a golden light. You and everyone in the city. Any book that even mentions fire magic is off the shelves. Rare Books Library. The government is offering high posts to anyone with a military history or combat magic background. So they're taking that up instead of studying law like my father. Of course they exist. People fought wars of magic for ages. So wars against incendiary weapons and artillery already exist? I'm surprised that more students haven't returned yet. Well, whatever spell it was that stopped the fires, it neglected the dormitories. My family endows this library, so I am very glad to see it came through the fire unscathed. What's that? You're looking for Moore's ethnography? You're in luck, in a sense. We do have a copy, perhaps the only complete copy left in the kingdom. As with all the volumes in the Rare Books Library, our scholars guard rather jealously. Even if I ask, people usually get pretty surprised when I ask for things. You see, the defense of the text is usually more conniving. The usual method is to place a book on the wrong shelf. If a clumsy underclassman did this, my sorting spells would detect it immediately. But the professors and research fellows invariably create small warps in the sorting spell to guard their domain. If you sort the misplaced text by hand, my spell can locate the more text. It's probably hidden inside another book on account of its small size. You want us to do what now? Each shelf has a category, labeled at the top. Find the texts that are improperly shelved in that category and remove them. That'll be sufficient. I need to keep an eye on all these newcomers, lest the collection be diminished by some entitled aristocrat. Geography. There's also engineering, so... Encyclopedia of Supernatural. History. Scientific Instrument Assembly. Tunnel Construction. Transmutations. Okay, this one's definitely history. Magic. Okay, Gibbon's Decline, Fall of Etron Empire. Geography. Law of Magical Development. Geography. Oh, come on. Golden's Art of Travel. Hold on, let's see now. Wait, it worked! Oh, I felt a little wiggle right over here there. Yeah, making this randomized is pretty evil. If it was hidden inside a first edition of Slopemouth's Sphinx Fantasia. Make sure to return in good condition. Don't tell me you already lost a more monograph. What do you find? We have a copy of the ethnography. It's all in Leornish, however. I noticed that Zikaron's translation magic does not work on text. It's in the same script as Osleen. I'm only looking for proper nouns and dates. 148 years ago. Auerbach, Sinsheim, no, definitely not him. Oh, this is the one. Isidori Koblenz, pastor of the original shrine. The numerological equivalent of his initials would be yes, and then the verse would be... There. What do you do? The spell I just cast should enable us to see the entrance to the hidden shrine. Okay, great. Where is it? I don't know. The people your ethnographer interviewed did not reveal a shrine's location. But it must be within walking distance of a major city, or else the congregants could not have obeyed our religious laws. That doesn't really narrow it down. Oh, you poor dear. Is your airship going to get tired? That must be so hard. The shrine entrance will be carved into the side of a mountain. Those are always the most secure hiding places. Okay, Alexandra's world. Seren. Oh, there's some kind of magic near this cave. Yina Shrine Outer Sanctum. This is the one. A secret path? Eye of Eternity? This is definitely the shrine we're looking for. There's a guardian on the other side of the door up ahead, protecting the Sanctum Sanctorum. Unfortunately, I cannot order him to stand down without knowing the exact phrase that animated him in the first place. You'll have to subdue him. Any other surprises we should know about? Maybe a snake pit? Flame jets? I wish. Now, have at it. The ritual we're about to do will make me a man under our law and give me magic. Go and open the door. You specialize in throwing yourself at monsters. Okay. I don't think you're gonna bleed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clairvoyance you. Chamuel. 60k? What? That's insane. Weak versus water. Resist earth, fire, quintessence, silence, stun, poison, burn friend. Wow. Standard magical main. Standard? So strong. 10? What's this countdown? Oh man, Earth is not good here. Avalanche. Okay, survivable. Definitely not as strong as the dinosaurs yet. Oh no, it bound me. 4,000. Oh, I see. I can't swap out if I'm bound. That's not great. Time bend. Give seconds to you. Dumb. Magic and strength down. Yeah, that might be the best bet here. Have Cordelia be the main attacker. Regen. Stalagmite. Magic down. Well, I'm using physicals with him anyway. Can't swap out yet, seriously? Quantum suppression? Magic down. Okay, more stacking. Avalanche. 6. Okay, silence was a wasted turn. Sure, I can't do anything yet. Almost there. There we go. Gavura. Well done. Shame about the golem, but maybe we can fix it up later. Move aside if you don't mind. Are you going to extract the memories from Zikaron? He'll take care of that himself. Once we crossed the threshold, the spell had already begun working. Soon, duplicate copies of Zikaron's memories will be stored here for our people to find. There are some religious observances we can only perform inside the sanctum. All you of the nations must wait outside. Do you feel anything when this all happens? A ghost? Hi? Hello. Zikaron, I'm glad to see he's still around after all these years. 100 years from now, or 1,000, he'll probably still be around. Maybe in a sequel? Where'd you come from? The past, my dear. Once long ago, I lived in a beautiful country home not far from here. My father was a banker. He was one of the first of our people to be allowed to buy land outside the Yina quarter. My sister and I grew up knowing nothing of how life was for our kind in the ghettos. When she turned 17, my sister even got to make her debut in society. It would have been a magnificent party. But as the guests began to arrive, a mob stormed in. My father's friend stood aside as the mob took or destroyed everything he had. I ran and hid. I heard them drag away my sister, but even then, she didn't cry out for me or give me away. I never saw her again, or my father. That night on the roads, I saw fires across the sea. Our people were being driven out of their homes, just like they had been in the old days. I took refuge with our survivors. They took me to the shrine to meet Zikaron. I committed my memories to him so that our people would know that once we weren't captives. For one beautiful shining moment, we lived like princes. Wait, but wasn't Zikaron found in Nikolai's world? Wait, what? Next day, survivors set out for Stral, where many of us had relatives. But this golem was. Oh, I'm confused. And this is where the memories I shared with Zikaron end. But yeah. Wait, what happened to her? Did she live? Did the mob catch her? Yeah, if we're in Alexandra's world right now, then... Wait, how did Zikaron... Was there a connection between Alexandra's world and Nikolai's world somehow? After a long, grueling journey, she made a straw. How do you know? Or no, maybe this was before the world split up, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. This must have been before the world... Maybe this was before the world split up or something. I don't know. Her name was Rachel. She was my great-grandmother. We're all done here. Memory Golem completed. Yeah, even before Earl got radicalized. Hey, Alex. I read your request. Wait, do you find a lead? Why did all the barbarians come back on board? Aren't we done with them? Someone should probably do something about that. was like of a trip you took us on, Zikaron? Hey you, we've got something to show you. What? Was there always a room down there? Wait, what is this? We've done your errands. Now it's time to get off the ship. Change your plans, Proc. Traveling all over the world in your ship is a very profitable business. So we decided to set up a little shop here. This was just a closet before. Remember to spell the expansive interior of a room, yes? It works anywhere, even on an airship. Want to suck up the airship's magic? I've got some things you'd be very interested in buying. Things you've overlooked because you're a clumsy hack. What, you mean items I missed? And a few other fancy things we've picked up along the way. Are you gonna tell me how many items I've missed? Why can't anything ever get less ridiculous? Shops, but I already have most of this, right? This will help you make more money to give to me. Jubilee Rose. Now what'll it be? Accessories. Look at me. Simon's the one learning the business. You mean to say you have an Oracle deck? Well, I could spare a moment for a game. What do you have? Runes. For elemental damage, huh? Okay. DREYFUSS'S card. Gustav, the final boss himself, huh? Zikaron, Sandra. Of course you got all the good cards, and I don't. Oh shit, I can't actually overturn some of these guys. They're not playing super strategically, are they? Yeah, the AI is definitely not as strong as the one in Leyline Chronicles, that's for sure. You win, congrats! Piff, luck! Take this, it's probably cursed. Penumbral Cask. Okay, this should be one of the strongest regular enemies in the game. Well, it's technically a regular enemy, but it's actually tougher than most of the character quest bosses. Deathstroke. Crepify might be my best shot here. Climb suppression. Magic down. More stats down. Yes, please. Oh no. Zikaron. Still, enemy is still debuffed. Okay. Oh no, this move is so OP. Or not. What? Rain Beam did way more damage to me before. Is it because I debuffed you multiple times? I guess? It's because of quantum suppression, maybe. Nor a reason I would have a chance. Come on, please win this time. Deathstroke. That was a percent-based damage, so my defenses don't really help here. Yes, I finally killed it! Got me a lot of ball, but not much else. Honestly, not worth the effort compared to just fighting the regular dudes. It's way tankier. And even at the level cap and after using several tomes, including speed tomes, that was cutting it way too close. Okay, I'm wondering if they've collectively punished Nikolai's hometown. Wait, something's wrong! This time of year, everyone should be out in the fields getting the hard red wheat in. Contact! Take cover, we walked into a siege. I doubt they can hit us in this mist. We should have seen enemy positions from the air. They must be hiding in the trees or using their own magic for cover. They're here! Where the hell are they? Attack! Are these Luskiyans? Oh, wow, why are they so fast? Okay. The spell will not last much longer in such a large volume. I really need to buy another set of speed books. The Oslan defensive line should be up near the entrance to the village. What's the password? I don't know. Can you bring on an officer to clear us? We'll stay right here. Lieutenant! Who are they? They're definitely not Luskiyan. I'm from this village, Nikolai Proc. Is it wise to be telling them who you are? I doubt they've changed their mind about you. If they've been encircled, they've got bigger problems. A temporary alliance? Go and report to the colonel outside the inn. Don't do anything stupid. We're pinned down here. Unless you saw a couple divisions coming to rescue us, it's just a matter of time. We've either been retreating or getting shelled for 3 months. At least we have somewhere to sleep here. I thought the war was going to pass me by. So much for that. The Luskiyans probe our defenses constantly. Any slip up in our patrols could kill us all. Sounds like it wasn't much better than the trenches in the last war. For us, it was just endless marches in the cold, always trying to outflank the enemy, all day, all night. Once we started retreating, you guys would fall over in a snowbank and we'd have to leave them. We've got fire rifle ammunition, a few grenades, and about 20 meters of wire. That's it. Attacking from this direction would be stupid, but they like stupid attacks. They mostly just crush us with superior numbers. They must not have that much artillery either, or we'd already be dead. When can we go play again? What about this one? Is there anything left? If only we could go out in the fields. It's basically out of everything right now. They can't go out into the fields or woods. This is our fallback line, but if they get this far, it won't make a difference. The officers say they're able to draw magic here, but we don't even have a machine gun. The officers won't stop to talk to us. They don't even meet your eyes. I knew this war would bring us only trouble. What foolishness. The officers are throwing down traps in the wards. We shot a few scouts. Command told us to stop unless they get a hit on the wards. This is not how I wanted to visit a hot spring town. How long are those Luskiyans going to make us wait? Fight us or leave already? Terror running, let's just finish this, when we already are. You must be the calm. Altmaier? Brock, it really is you. Pretty quick promotion for you, Captain. War will do that. I hear you put on quite a display, breaking through the enemy line. What's the situation here? I've got the remains of a company. The Luskiyans have 1 or 2 regiments. The only thing saving us is the terrain and the wear. It seems like they weren't able to drag any of those big 122mm guns up the slopes. They do have a few 76mm howitzers they've been setting on us. We were supposed to receive reinforcements from the 6th Division a week ago. I've got bad news then. We came in by air and we didn't see anybody on the horizon. That means we... Nikolai Proc! Traitor! Sir, isn't it good? Stand aside, Colonel. You're under arrest for treason. Any attempt to escape will mean executing your sentence here now. I'd like to see you try. I like that too. Gonna use seconds on you. Heavy artillery. Okay, that might have been overkill. Hearthstone plate. Anyone else want to try their luck? We just nuked them from existence. The Chancellor's representative ordered us to stand aside. Everyone heard him. Oh, you do believe in law, decency, and restraint, but only for your own countrymen. I beg your pardon. I have no pardons to give you. They burned up in the fire you started. What's she talking about, Stral? Hey, these aren't the same people. They would have followed the same orders. Are they not? I think you have your eyes closed. Perhaps if you offered them a more helpless target, they would rediscover their blood first. But seeing what we were capable of, they pulled the sheep masks down over their bloody muzzles. I have no interest in helping your war dogs out of the pit they have dug for themselves. But this is your hometown. Good luck to you and to these unfortunate farmers. So I have to win without her. How are you going to get out? The same way I got in. I'll handle the rest of my men. Come talk to me in a few minutes. So I have to, only 7 of us. We'll call that a tactical victory. Do you mind if I step away for a moment? I gotta take care of something. Egress along the cliffside won't work. All our scouts say we'd be bunched up in the shooting gallery. Especially with the civilians, there's no good path for retreat. We don't even have an old tractor we could use. Nothing. It's better if you don't go into the inn. Some soldiers don't agree with letting you be here. Left behind a lot of villages like this one already. We're gonna have to stay an extra day after the battle so I can try this bread you brag about. Well, how's it? Not bad, you coming in? In front of all these people. The Phylax train for maximum speed and stealth. Fortifications are just a theory for us. I already told you, without flour, there's nothing I can... Nico! They said you... Have you eaten? You look like you've been eating. Better than a troop station here anyway. Sorry. They said you were missing. I have some Spritz Kuchen stashed away. They're horribly stale by now, but... Wait, was that you outside just a moment ago? Those strangers, are they with you? Yeah, those are my comrades, my friends. We're not here to cause trouble, we're here to help. Most of us, anyway. Don't worry, I knew someone was going to get rid of that horrible intelligence officer and his cronies. Oh, we don't know half of it, Nico. We're sitting here under siege, and those special troops are searching the cellars of everyone in the village. Imagine targeting a bunch of farmers. Where do you think our folk spirit comes from? They've, kind of blew them up with my special bomb move. They've done a lot worse than that. It's a shame. The war has allowed so many bad types to infiltrate around the Chancellor. What? No, the Chancellor ordered them to do those things, and worse. Nico, I don't want to ruin your homecoming by arguing. Of course there are madmen in high office in the time of war. We have to keep up your faith in the Chancellor. Think of all the miracles he has performed for his country. Oh, hell. He restored the national pride and the purity of our culture. We have to put our hope in him and endure until he triumphs again. Bruh. Are you okay? I could probably make a small barn brought for you to take once the sun goes down. I can't just let them see me using my oven, or it'll confiscate the little I have left. Thanks, Sad. Very propagandized. I should find Altmaier again. Let me see if I can't cook something up for you before you go off to battle. Mega Ether. How many of them were there? Only 3, but if any of them are still alive and free, we need to know what they saw. What's going on? They sent a scouting party up into the hills, apparently. They went to the village on the mountainside. I thought they'd be able to get a good look at enemy movements. They should have been back 2 days ago. It's a tricky climb, unless you've done it before. And you have... I used to visit a young lady up there in my younger days. You're certainly skilled at getting through the Luskiyan lines. Do you think you can make the climb and find my scouts? It's better than just waiting around for them to attack. The old path up the cliffs is just to the west of the hot springs out back. Good luck, then. They've been watching for several days. The scouts might have a good sense of enemy deployments. Okay. Enemy gauntlet. Oh, they're fast. Hi, Tonic. Thermewald Cave. I cannot... Oh, that's a bigger one. Upward slash. There we go. Knight's Mane. Penumbral Cask. Thermewald Upper Path. Okay. Mega Elixir. It's a lot of dudes. Okay. Obertherme Commons. 1200. I don't see the scouts. I don't see the villagers either. Would they have evacuated? Some of the old folks on this mountainside wouldn't leave, no matter who invaded. There's nobody home. I can smell something. Gunpowder. $900. Elixir. Are they put everyone in the bar and kill them all? Are there bodies? Don't. You need these people. Let me look instead. I'm starting to get the feeling that the Luskiyans are very, very angry about this war. If they know half of what we know, it's not hard to imagine why. I found your soldiers. How many other people lived here? It's been a while, maybe 25. Their bodies are all in there, except the woman. That's good, right? At least they spare a woman. No, they're gonna take the woman back to do unspeakable things. Didn't you remember from the barbarians you encountered? Oh shit, I forgot I grabbed that item though. Oh no. Let's go back and report to the colonel. We can. Somebody can come and bury them after a battle. Okay, good, I can still grab this. Elixir. Mega Ether. Do you hear that? Are they shelling us again? I don't think they could have gotten behind us without us noticing. Back when I joined the Border Guards, they told us the Luskiyans had a tribe from their hinterlands. They liked to use them as scouts. They had an old spell that made them invisible as long as they were walking on snow. So do we just melt all the snow? Weak to Pierce, huh? They have water magic. They're getting ready to attack. Let's get back to the village. I don't see any scouts. I take it things went poorly. Yeah. The Luskians aren't going to spare anyone in this village. Sentries are seeing movement through the trees, and a few wards have been tripped by large movements. They'll probably attack at dawn. If you all really mean to stick around for this, we can sleep at my dad's house. It's not the most comfortable, but it'll do for tonight. I really hate for if this place got blown in the smithereens tomorrow. I'm kind of addicted to these hot springs now. So how many enemy soldiers are we expecting? Can't be worse than what we have faced already, can it? Turn for a night? Yeah, no choice. Zikaron. There he is. Sorry if he was... Mueller? Sarge? You're from the starting party. Hey, look at that. You really are alive. Hey, you look better than when you disappeared. Is anyone else here that I know? Probably not. Vice walked into a booby trap. Tore him up real good. We tried to carry him out, wrapped in a tarp so it wouldn't all spill out of him. But he didn't even survive the night. After that, I requested a transfer to the front. Better to see the enemy in front of you. But even then, they didn't want to put me on the battle line, not at first. So we ended up just guarding these towns in their borderland. You'd arrest spies, kick in doors, they didn't put up much of a fight. Our guys could take wherever they wanted. You could grab a girl off the streets if you saw one you liked. Nobody could stop you. I see that men of virtue are as few as ever. Don't worry, nobody else can see me and they can't hear us talking. Herr Mueller is trying to unburden his conscience. He's not doing a very good job of it. You're the philosopher. I don't know what to say to him. I think you'll find it very difficult to persuade him of anything. Habit and inclination make men blind to truth. They prefer familiar opinions, no matter what the facts might be. You didn't do that stuff, did you, Mueller? No. I was just waiting to be called up to the front. We were losing so many men. I knew it was just a matter of time. Sounds like it's still bothering you. What? I only did what I was supposed to do. I wasn't shooting civilians in ditches. If everyone fought like I did... Oh, this old chestnut. The Auslander's favorite. If everyone behaved like me, then the world would be perfect. You can't convince an Auslander that he isn't the model of perfection. That's hopeless. I feel like this guy really needed more... this guy should have been taking over for Zikaron in all the conversations. We might convince him that the rest of the world won't follow his example. Look. If there's anything I've learned, it's that the mass of men is better suited to parables than direct explanations. Let's say you're back home on your farm. Your neighbor's house and field start to catch fire. Will you stand there and say, it's not my problem, I didn't set my farm on fire? Or will you help your neighbor? I don't know, I didn't grow up on a farm. Good luck tomorrow, Mueller. What was that? Opening salvo. Stay back and out of the way of the shrapnel. Yep, they don't have heavy artillery. Let's see what we can do. Multiple contacts on the north edge. Come on. We're backing up at the front. We're not leaving this fighting position. Wait a minute now. Can't be much longer, can it? Brock, we need you on the flanks. Get back here. Reinforcements. Contact West, we need support. What? Oh no, we have to go up the mountain? I see. It's newcomers, open fire. An officer? I don't know how strong an officer is, so I'm just gonna use seconds on you. Or a strike. And singe. Okay, that was overkill. Contact south, coming for the trees. Here they come. Brock! We need you at the eastern entrance now! This will be the main event. Wait, is that Mueller? Here comes our main force. Or strike... Heavy artillery... That guy's tanky. AP regen. I need more men. This guy might be almost as tanky as the Brachiosaur from before. But he's not very strong by himself. Bleed. It didn't work. To the front, men. Onslaught. What? Okay, he's still taking damage. Huh. No more seconds. Word slash. Okay, held driver. Form up, men. Oh, that's the strong shit. Good thing we're over leveled. Pyroclasm. And done. That was a lot of money, too. Pavlichenko. That's it, huh? It was plenty. Sir, there's nothing on the flanks either. We did it. Be proud of yourself, men. Whatever else happens in this war, be proud of what you did here today. Did Mueller survive that? As far as we could see, our army is pulling out. Makes sense. There's nothing here for them, not really. They'll go somewhere more important. Yeah, mainly attack this place as vengeance, huh? And what will you do? Are you going to keep defending your fatherland? You bet I will, from its biggest enemy. The enemy from within. Believe me, you'll know when I'm done. This guy really doesn't know... Or maybe he does, but figures that the enemy of my enemy is my temporary friend. Alright then, we've got a job to do. Complete Nikolai's side quest. I don't know what history will make of this war, or any of us, but I have my worries. A lot of guys still don't like you after seeing you use all that magic. They might not be a danger to you, but I'd hate to see them trying something. It's just another battle. They all blur together after a while. Now we're free of civilians to escort. What do you think of our chances? This is a corridor northwest where we can rejoin the Third Army. I'm not sure how much more fight the men have in them. The bad guys are gone. Can we go pick apples? I've been waiting for a commander to let us go out in the fields to cut grain. There's not as many soldiers now. Man, even if we do kill... Wait, where's Cordelia? Did she leave the party forever? Hell nah. From what I just saw, I don't think I need to worry about you all that much. Just make sure to do us all proud. Even if we do kill Earl, Nikolai might not be able to return home. Hell, Earl's enemies might still... Earl's allies might still take over the Empire anyways, and we'll be back to square one. What you did was 10 kinds of illegal, but you won't hear me complaining about it. Can't believe I'm still alive. My luck can't last much longer. We buried that boy in my family plot. At least he was late to rest in his homeland. Oh, Mueller? You're talking about Mueller. Got a couple of bullet holes in my uniform and one in my helmet. Guess they haven't drawn my number just yet. Hopefully we can link up with the main army group. Even the Luskiyans will run out of people eventually. Everyone I came up with is either dead or wounded now. Keep wondering why it wasn't me. Can't spend time thinking about the soldiers you couldn't heal. It doesn't help anyone. You'll forgive me for being relieved, even if it's only for now. Everyone who died in that battle had a mother. I got fresh shrapnel on my backside. Doesn't matter anymore. At this point, they don't discharge you unless you're dead. The time for rest of us to get to work now. You play Oracle? Really? Could you indulge me in a match? Hanged Man. Gustav. Wow, there's some cards that are deliberately really weak, huh? Double flip. You win, congrats! I enjoy it, thank you. I found this on the battlefield, it's best in your hands. Penumbral mail. So, Cordelia will be waiting for us outside, right? I guess so. The enemy is cunning and powerful, we need to make sure we're ready. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Quartet. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit that bell icon.